Gobble Gobble Weirdos. I'm thankful it's Thursday. My name is Sarah, and I am joined, as always, by...
I'm Mackenzie.
And I'm Kris.
And this podcast is for weirdos. Case is losing it. It's Thanksgiving!
Happy Thanksgiving, weirdos!
Happy Thanksgiving, weirdos. This is the one holiday that
We're
every
guaranteed.
year we know our episode is going to fall on the holiday because Thanksgiving is always on a Thursday.
We are
got-
thankful for
We're
you.
We're
so
thankful
thankful
for
for
you.
you weirdos.
Comment what you're thankful for this Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And what your favorite Thanksgiving food is.
Yeah.
We're not going to get too much into Thanksgiving this time. There's going to probably be a short and sweet, not super long episode.
A sweet treat for you.
A sweet treat for you on this,
Gluttonous
the day of your daughter's wedding. What did you say?
Gluttonous day.
That's better than what I said. I was quoting The Godfather.
I mean, it's a holiday all about
Chomping.
chomping at
Chomping
food
on food.
and
Eating.
hanging out with your family.
Yeah.
Yep.
I will be in Corpus Christi,
I will
With-
be in this house
my family.
eating and playing board games with my mom.
I don't know where I'll be. I might be at my apartment.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Maybe my family comes to me.
Ooh.
Maybe I go to my fam. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. Maybe
You'll
we'll
be,
go
you'll
out
be
of town
here
somewhere.
or somewhere else.
Right.
Not here, but like,
You know, I'll be at home or somewhere else.
wow.
Wow.
How succinct.
Yeah.
So we had some birthdays a couple of months ago now for you guys.
That's not even on. There.
We've moved our cameras and now our
yeah,
section
they
is
don't
gone.
have a as good of
That
a
was
middle.
clearly in yours.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So that they could see the high five
Good.
because otherwise it's here and that's not,
Yeah.
and you're way over.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So their birthdays were a month ago for us, 2 months ago for you, 3 months ago for you, listeners. Our two baby birds. I don't know why I called you that. That was weird.
Beep, 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 beep.
My voice is still just a tiny bit gone, and I couldn't beep at the pitch I wanted to, and it just came out kind of silently. Anyway, they both turned ages.
Yeah.
And
We're older now.
We did a thing for their birthdays, and kind of accidentally, kind of on purpose, we planned.
It started accidentally. Well, so here's how it started. Last recording session, it was right before birthday season for Christopher and I.
Yeah.
And I went, we have to plan Chris's birthday or we will not do it.
Right.
Yeah, like his birthday was the next weekend.
Or
Right.
like we were within a week or 2 weeks. Like we did
Yeah.
not have a super long time to plan. And so I said, we sat in this room on Friday, business meeting time.
Yeah.
And I said, I don't care what else we do. We have to plan
That
Birthdays.
birthday. And Chris's one wish was he wanted to go see Elio.
Yeah.
And unfortunately,
Elio
it was
was
no
not-
longer in theaters starting like the day after our business meeting. Like there was like one showing that Saturday, and then there weren't any more after that.
Which made me so sad.
We had a whole. We were like, we were gonna go do it and have a whole. We were gonna make it a whole thing. And
We were gonna make it a
Yeah.
whole thing, and then we looked it up, and it wasn't gonna come out on Disney Plus until mid to late September. And so we were like, we will do a watch party, but that can't be the thing we do for your birthday because it unfortunately isn't possible. So then Mackenzie was like, I want to do an escape room.
well, first we kind of were like, okay, we're out of ghost tours.
yeah, we didn't
want
want to do any more ghost tours.
Yeah.
Ghost tours.
We will do them organically for other reasons, but we didn't want to get stuck in a this is the only thing we do for our birthdays rut where we're in a while we have a lot of ghost tour opportunities, we will run out quicker than we would like to.
Right.
Yeah.
And to keep
we'll-
things fresh and fun.
We'll
for us.
also run out of ones near us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quickly.
Yeah.
So I said, I would love to do an escape room because I love an escape room.
And I have never gotten to do an escape room with these two.
Yes, we've never
done one as
a
this group before.
We've done them all separately. We've never done them together.
Together.
And so Chris was like, "Oh, an escape room sounds very fun." And he goes, "And
Chris
I
went,
have
an
one."
escape room, you
And
say?
Chris goes, "I have one. We need to go to."
Yeah. Because I had gone in high school.
And I said, "Okay."
Do you have our cast names?
I do.
Okay, great. Because I
Excellent.
definitely want to call them out by name.
Yeah.
Chris said, "I have one. It's a little bit different than your standard escape room.
And it's a little more expensive.
And it's a little bit more expensive." And I said, "It's for a birthday. We'll be okay."
It's for the
And
day of your
birthday.
birth.
And so I said, "What is it called?" So we can look it up.
Right.
Chris said, "Strange Bird Immersive." And I went, "Huh?" And he goes, "You heard me."
Trust me.
And I said, "Okay." And so I looked it up. And hold on.
The only room they're running right now
Is the one that we
is
did.
the one that we did, which is
And-
called The Man from Beyond.
And Chris said, "It's very much our vibe. It's a Harry Houdini seance theme." And Sarah and I went, "Sold."
I'm done. I'm there.
Yep.
Hit me. I'm going.
And so we went onto the website, and it said minimum of 4.
And we went, Harrison,
And we
you're
went-
coming on an
and we
escape.
went- well, it was really funny because Harrison's like in the other room or like talking to Linda or something like that. And I was like, "Hey, you have to come in. You need to like,
Come in the room.
Come
in the room.
sit down because like you need to be part of this planning."
Because this was during business meetings, so we weren't
Yeah.
recording.
And he was like, "Okay." And so we look it up, and I can tell you how much we paid.
I thought it was like between 60 and 80.
Because we did the VIP experience.
So
Yeah.
on Strange Bird, they do private groups of up to 8. They don't.
You don't
mix
get stuck with
groups.
randoms.
Right.
It's guaranteed to be your reservation of people
With no randos.
with no randos, but your minimum is 4.
Minimum 4, maximum 8.
8 people in there would have felt like a lot.
I don't think you could reasonably put more than 6 in there.
I think
No.
6 is the max that room could handle.
Yeah. 8 if you had like
Littles.
A couple littles,
a couple
maybe.
little people.
Like maybe some young teens.
Yeah.
So we
Like 8 if you had like 2 families of 4
Yeah.
with like like 13, 14s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be fun.
Two parents, 2 sets of parents, 2 like early teens.
Yeah.
2 sets of 2 early teens.
Yeah. So we up to 8, minimum of 4. We paid $64 a person, base price,
That's
Okay.
the base.
and then we paid for the VIP experience, which we included a drink, and they did do mocktails as well as cocktails.
And the mocktail was fucking delicious.
And we paid $10 extra per person for that experience. So
And
they
we got a tarot reading.
Yeah.
And we-
In addition to the drinks, it was also the tarot.
The tarot
reading.
reading.
Yeah, so it was
each
it was a
person got
fun
an
mocktail
individual
and a tarot reading.
mocktail or cocktail, and then a tarot reading.
A beverage.
A beverage.
And then, so the flat for all of that was $296. With sales tax, we paid $320.24
For all 4 of us.
for all
Yeah.
4 of us. Which, after doing it, is well worth all of that money.
100%.
Yeah.
I know
Absolutely.
people are going, "How can you say that? It's just an escape room."
No, it's not.
No.
So we
I would do this room again, and
So-
I would not say
so
that
we
about
got-
any other escape room.
Yeah.
we sign up and we go about the rest of
Again,
our.
I had done this room already.
Yeah,
like
but you
even
have-
though it had been like 8 years,
Right.
I've done other escape rooms between then and now. Not a single one of them would I be like, I want to do that room again.
And also,
Right.
Chris has the brain of a goldfish, so remembered none of it.
right, I didn't remember the puzzles
Yeah, you remember
at
the
all.
plot. but
I
you
remember
didn't
the plot, and I remembered some of the like bits that they did because it was immersive.
Right.
There were actors
There were
involved
actors.
in this.
So-
Actors.
We, the way that it goes is, so we did it, and I immediately got a response saying, it's from the secretary to the Raven Queen because that's their like whole thing.
It's a strange bird.
It's a
Yeah.
strange bird, and it's basically this this, I'm guessing, as a secretary character for this email address that they utilize.
Yeah.
Their name is Adrian Rook.
Yeah.
And they're the one emailing you about your appointment with Madame Daphne for this Harry Houdini seance. Time comes, 2 days before we're going to go, Sarah texts and goes, the Hobbit Cafe is right down the road. Do we want to go to the Hobbit Cafe afterwards? And I was like, yes.
Which was
Absolutely.
me going,
I would like the Hobbit Cafe.
I haven't been to the Hobbit Cafe in exactly a year because the last time I went was also for Chris's birthday. And I was like, I want to go to the Hobbit Cafe again.
And I was like, absolutely, we can go.
So Harrison, we load everybody up in the car. And we drive into downtown Houston.
Yeah.
And we get there, and it's on the 3rd floor of this very odd
business
retail
park.
business
A business park, yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
They gave us a gate code because we were the first appointment of the day because we picked like an 11:30 in the morning time
Yeah.
slot. And when we signed up, most escape rooms, it's a flat hour. You are there for maybe an hour and 15 minutes if you're like checking in, checking out. They had us blocked for 2 hours.
Yeah.
When I got the calendar, when we got sent the calendar invite, it was you are blocked.
You're busy for 2 hours.
2 hours. My card is in the car. I don't know where you put yours.
Oh, shit. Mine is at home.
Mine's in my room. I can go grab it. I was looking to
Okay.
see if I had put up. So in the waiting room, it is like you're in an office, like a corporate
And
office.
Oh,
what's
yeah,
really
yeah,
fun
yeah.
about
And-
it is
it's
it's
so fun.
got like the office suite paneling, right? It's going to tell you where. It's escape rooms that don't exist.
They're all rooms.
They're
that-
all
they're all
rooms-
businesses that don't exist.
Yeah.
But one of the things that they had was they had one of those
Have you
call me to be a
seen-
dog walker, and you pull the little thing off, and it was have you seen this bird? And it was just a raven.
A picture of a bird,
and
like
all of
really
the-
close up to the camera.
All of the pull things said, "I have now."
and then because then you
And
you
I took
also-
one of them.
You walked around, and that little
There were
picture of the bird was
The
everywhere.
same picture,
Same
the
picture.
framed
Yeah.
picture of that bird were everywhere. I'm gonna go
Christopher and I
grab
went through
my.
their mail.
I'm gonna go grab my card.
Yeah, we did.
There was we went through their. They had this mailbox.
A little mailbox outside of one of the little offices.
And I went-
and
And I went. I looked because I couldn't help myself. It said look around. They had
Yeah.
a selfie stick holder thing
You know-
attached to the window so you could take a group picture.
And in the instructions, in the emails, it was feel free
it
to
said
look around.
look around the office. When it's your time, you will be summoned to. It was you will be Madame Daphne will let you know when she's ready, kind of thing. And we were all like,
Yeah, it was
so,
be at the door at this
be
time. And so
outside
we found the door.
We found,
and
we're looking around because we're okay, we have to know where the door is because we're supposed to be outside the door at the
at our
time.
time.
And we didn't know it's private to the point where nobody else is going to be in the space.
Yeah.
Except you. But it doesn't feel like that because there's all of these other offices. These
Right,
fake doors and
these-
fake rooms and stuff like
I
that.
think some of them may have been actual rooms.
I think so, or something like that. Anyway, we are wandering around, and they have this mailbox, and I open it because I'm nosy.
Yeah.
And-
Right, and they didn't tell us not to touch them.
And they didn't tell us not to touch anything.
They
They said the
They
opposite.
actually encouraged the opposite in the email.
and so I
it was explore.
and so there was a piece of actual I think junk mail or something, and I was like, oh, not that. But then there was this other clearly an envelope that lives in there.
Yeah, that clearly everybody else has also looked at and opened.
Yeah, and so I didn't feel bad, and I go, Christopher, come here right now.
This is when I was peeing in the time vortex.
In the
Yeah.
time vortex, you were in the potty. So we were waiting, and we're okay, it's 2 minutes until we're supposed to go in the door. So I'm and Harrison, we took cute pictures. They had a very fun raven wing featurette that
These
you
will
could
be posted on the Instagram.
You
Yes.
saw some of them for Christopher's actual birthday, but
Yeah.
we'll post more of them.
We'll post my pictures of the "Have you seen this bird?"
Yeah.
Yes.
And then, so we're waiting and we're kind of chattering to ourselves, quietly, because there's a little bit of anxiety of we don't know what we're walking into, kind of thing. And this girl flings the door open, and we all went, "Hua!" And she is
Very
in this
serious.
very serious, and she's in this beautiful red velvet Victorian dress with a little headband, and her hair is done beautifully. She's a gorgeous woman. She's gorgeous.
Gorgeous
Honestly?
and ominous.
Ominous.
Ominous and like a graceful beauty where I was like, I'm a little frightened.
Right. And so she was not a particularly large woman.
No, she was little.
I think she was shorter than all of us. But I was afraid of her. Like she was 2 feet taller than I am.
It's like a
Yeah.
Dr. D where I was
Yeah, I was gonna be like, it's like Dr. D.
I was like,
yeah, we were like, oh,
I'm like,
you're
"You
very intimidating."
Sweet. I was like, I'm intimidated. And she's like, but I'm like looking, I'm like, I need a hand to hold. I'm already anxious. And then we go in and it is this room full of cages.
Like bird cages.
Bird
Yeah.
cages.
But full of stuff.
Stuff. There's stuff. There's like plants in one. There's a bird cage with a stuffed bird, and it's full of paper.
And then there's one that had like a model ship in it. There was one
Yeah.
that was like converted into a lantern. Like they were all different things.
and it was the prettiest wallpaper I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah,
and
very
like
Victorian.
just very Victorian,
very dark, very
very
cozy.
opulent.
And
Yeah.
Madame Daphne, hands us each a book that has our name on it.
Which was so cool.
Which was so cool.
Unfortunately, it was chalk.
It was
so we
chalk,
didn't
so
get to
we
take
didn't
them
get to keep
home.
them.
yeah.
And then when you opened it, it had the little waiver for you to the last minute. The final waiver was in
Yeah.
the book.
That was like, you understand the rules. Don't touch anything that you're not supposed to touch. Don't break shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she
If
like
you die, we'll feed your soul to the undead bird that's in here.
the Raven Queen and like that kind of stuff. And so you signed it, and we're like awkwardly holding our books with our things. And she goes, "Are you done?" And I'm like, "Uh-huh." And she goes, "Bring it to me." And so I bring her my book and my form, and she looks at it, and she goes, "Crumple it up."
Crumple
and
it
I was
up.
like, "Okay." And so I crumple it up, and she opens the bird cage with all the papers in it, and she goes, "Throw it in."
She
and I
goes,
was
give
like,
it. She goes, give it to my bird, who
Give
had a
it to-
name, but I can't remember.
He
his
did have a
name.
name. I don't remember his name.
Yeah,
It was a good name.
it was like Walter.
It might have been
Walter.
Walter sounds
right.
Yeah.
Anyway, she says, "Give it to Walter." And so you have to like chuck I think I missed the first time, and she went, "Do better." And I was like,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, yes,
you're
ma'am.
You're giving bedding to her pet bird.
her pet bird. And then
who talked.
our cute little drinks were ready, and she was like, "Grab a drink. We'll do your tarot card readings as soon as you're done signing your waivers." So we signed the waivers, and we're like looking around, and each birdcage has a tarot card hanging from
and
it.
each of our books had a tarot card in the front cover.
And it said, "This is find your card."
Yeah.
And so then we're like looking at our books
But we also had to keep them secrets from each other.
originally.
Originally.
Yeah, we were like not supposed to tell each other.
We did.
We totally did. And because we don't know how to not share. And so I was like, okay. And so we're like looking around.
My one wish, I will say, I wish that somehow
Tied into the room.
tied into the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my only thing, is I wish that little, because you got like your tarot card had a little like 2-line thing under it in the book, and then it had another 2 lines when you found the actual card. I wish that poem gave you knowledge for the room.
Right?
Yeah.
That'd
That
be
would
fun.
be cool.
So we've all found they were all different. We each had a different card.
the sun.
I think I had the Hierophant.
Fuck if I remember.
Yeah. Your brain's goo.
And while the rest of us were like drinking our drinks and looking for our cards, each one of us one at a time would go up and do a 3-card pull
Mm-hmm. With
And-
Madame Daphne.
with
With
Madame
Madame
Daphne. And the actress that we had that played Madame Daphne, we found her afterwards because we asked. She actually does tarot
yeah.
as a thing that she does in real life.
Mhm.
I don't know if that's the case with all of the actresses that they choose, because they have other actresses that do Madame Daphne.
Yes.
I know they're trained to do the tarot pulls, and probably I don't know if all of them are as knowledgeable as our actress
And
was.
I feel like because it's one of those like, oh, these people picked the VIP, we're gonna schedule the one who knows the tarot.
and that's
Yeah.
probably the case.
Yeah, because not everybody gets the tarot reading.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So all of my 3-card pull, I don't remember it, but it was a good pull for the situation.
Mine was about the podcast, and I don't remember exactly what cards it was, but it
Yeah.
was like, a venture that you're doing is something, and I was like, if I get one more fucking tarot reading about this goddamn podcast,
You know,
I'm gonna
mine
push my computer out a window.
mine was definitely like, you're doing too much. You should maybe be nice to yourself.
Maybe be
I
nice to
remember that
yourself.
because you looked at me like.
And I went,
because that's what tarot readings do to Christopher.
every time.
time.
Without fail.
And then after all of our tarot readings, I think the thing that kept us on our toes, and this is intentional, every transition was very abrupt.
Yeah.
It was not smooth transitions. Everything was very sharp and
Yeah.
abrupt.
And she definitely made noises like
she would
claps
she
and
would slam
slams
things.
and like to definitely like
And so like it kept me particularly, it kept me like
on edge.
And so not that it takes much for me to be on edge. You get to hold that.
It's fine. I just remembered a really funny fucking thing that I said.
We need to make sure that we do not give away the plot.
No,
No,
I was
we
gonna say
won't.
we need to not say the one other funny thing that I said. We can't say
Yeah, like
because I don't want to spoil the plot of this room.
you know, because we can give a setup to it and then be like, well, you have to go yourself.
Yeah.
We can tell the plot of the
The
beginning
premise.
of it because that's what you get on the website.
And
Yeah.
she has us put all of our stuff in this armoire. So we have
Yeah.
to like
It's a locked
We took all of
cabinet.
our watches off. We had to put all of our phones in our pockets.
I put my wallet in there because I was like, I don't want anything in my
We
pocket.
you know, I
literally-
put
I think
everything.
I emptied literally everything that was on me that was not my rings or my my earring, anything that I didn't physically need on me. Not
Yeah,
on
which is
me.
very funny.
My whole
'cause
fanny pack came off.
Like we're
went
just
in.
chucking stuff in there. and
every
she's
other
just
time
like,
I've done an escape room, I've been like, you can have my phone, and that's it.
Yeah.
and
But
she
this one, I was like, take all of my possessions.
Take all of my
I don't
things.
want any of this with me when I go through the veil.
I trust you implicitly.
Implicitly.
I was like, Madam Daphne, you could actually tell me that you needed me to put myself in there, and I
would.
You're right.
and I would like her demeanor was such that I was like, yes, ma'am, absolutely.
Yeah.
you know,
whatever you.
her
She's in charge.
control of the room. We were like, yes, ma'am.
Yes,
she
ma'am.
had very, very, very good classroom management.
Yes.
we were.
And especially for us rowdy fucks.
She was like, you four, and we were like, yes, ma'am.
So
Yes, ma'am.
we leave the seance or the tarot room, and we which is like a parlor.
Yeah.
And then we went down a hallway
And it's
to go to
dark as
and it's
shit in this
dark.
hallway.
There's no light. She has like a candelabra that she leads you with, and she goes over the rules there that are like, don't climb on the furniture, don't move
furniture.
don't move things that don't easily move.
Yeah, don't force anything.
Don't
Climb
force
on anything.
Don't climb on anything.
Don't break my stuff.
Yeah, kind of things. And then she goes to like open the door after she finishes the rules, and she like goes to open it, slams it shut, and goes, last thing. Things may happen in here that we can't speak of. Can I trust all of you to keep a secret? And I went, lady, I don't know how to talk.
You did, and her face
As
was
my
like,
response.
And she tried so hard to keep it together. She goes
Yeah, she was like, God damn it.
like
and then
her lips
She
went
was-
together. She
and
was holding it
good,
in.
It's good that it was dark because honestly, she probably was like,
You know, I was right next to her, and like the way her head whipped around and she looked at you, I was like, she's trying so hard.
and I said that, and then she was like, and the rest of you, and they were like, yeah, we can keep it secret.
Yeah.
But I was just like, lady, I don't know how to talk, and she was like, you haven't shut up since you got here. The look on this woman's face was like, you're lying to me actively right now.
and we
And what she didn't know is, honey, I talk for a living.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't get paid, but I talk for a living.
and so we walk into the seance room, and it's beautifully decorated.
God, it was
It's-
gorgeous.
And it is set up, and it shows a bunch of Houdini's.
It was like a shrine to
shrine
Harry
to
Houdini,
Houdini.
Yeah.
almost.
And in the center is a round table,
A classic
a
seance
classic
table
seance table,
with a big cool chair.
and
Yeah.
with a big fun chair. And the tarot cards that she has are like a big part of the story that is happening.
Mm-hmm.
And so we obviously participated in the Victorian
I
seance.
forgot about
Uh,
the tarot cards
Oh yeah,
at the beginning.
we can't tell that detail.
I
It
can't.
freaked me out.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say.
There was some very, very well done sleight of hand.
Excellently done.
So we're like, she tells us to sit, and we're gonna do the whole, hold hands and everything. We did the group seance at the Lee Kempner house.
I didn't.
Listen.
I'm
Next
sorry.
time, I'm sorry.
Next time.
And I did not feel the same level of like in it that I And in that moment, I was like, I understand how people were fooled by these.
Right.
When we were doing it,
We
in
knew
that
this was
space,
a fake seance going in.
We knew everything.
It felt more real.
Everything we were doing, I knew was not real. Right? Everything we were doing, I knew was not real. The mission we were given, I knew. In my logic brain, I was like, we're playing a game.
Yeah.
We're in here to play a game. I have never felt more understanding of why people fell for
100%.
spiritualism than I did sitting in that room.
In that
and holding
escape room.
in that escape room.
That
holding
fake room.
I'm holding Madame Daphne's hand and I'm holding Christopher's hand. And I have
No, you were holding your husband's
I was holding
hand.
Harrison's hand. And I've never felt more in a moment.
Were you next to Madame Daphne or were you in between Kris and Harrison?
I was next to Madame Daphne.
Okay, because I was next to Madame Daphne on the other side.
It was Madame Daphne, me, Harrison, Kris, you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so
I just knew that it was me, Kris. I didn't remember the other side of the table.
She talks us through the beginning of the seance.
Seance things happen.
Seance things happen, sets everything up. Something happens.
She runs out of the room.
Things go horribly
Things
wrong.
go
Horribly
horribly
wrong.
wrong. She leaves.
She books it.
Slams the door.
Door locked.
Door locked. Lights on. Door says get out. Like find your way out. And we're like, okay. Fuck.
And then
there's a clock and we're like, okay, there's a huge clock telling us how much time we have left.
And then so the lights first come on, and then there's this old-fashioned camera and screen.
Yeah, like projector.
Old-fashioned movie style projector.
Like reel-to-reel
and screen,
projector.
which is fine. You know, we start looking at stuff. We start looking around, whatever. We had unlimited questions.
Yeah.
We could ask as many questions
And
as
the
we want.
coolest fucking thing was instead of it being like somebody being like,
You had to push the button on the top of the projector. It would dim all the lights. It would play a reel.
We all had to look.
We
at
all
it
had
too.
to look, and it would play a little reel, and then it would give us our clue, and we would go back to what we were doing.
Also, if we were just real stupid and kept screaming that we didn't know where to go,
It would turn itself on.
It would turn itself on. There were also like lights around the room that would like
They would-
everything else would dim,
dim.
and one thing would have a spotlight, and we would be like, "We looked at that already," and it would like go wee wee, and it's like,
Look harder,
okay,
idiots.
okay.
Literally, that happened to me. I was like, something is happening with this radio situation. I'm looking at it and looking at it. And I'm like, I can't find these fucking light bulbs. I can't find where these fucking light bulbs go.
We had these light bulbs, and then we were like, "It's something to do with the radio," and then we like. The light was flashing on the radio, and we were like, I don't know. And we
We're
turned
like,
it
"Fuck."
around, and we were like, God damn it.
Because I had touched that radio 10 fucking times trying to get it to.
Because we were like
I know,
so
'cause
wary about not wanting
Yeah,
to
we
like
didn't
move
wanna break
stuff
anything, we
We weren't
didn't
supposed to
wanna-
move.
And I
But
think
yeah,
that
it was
why
like
we
no,
got.
we were like
touch
playing
I'm
with the
pretty-
knobs.
radio.
I think we got a couple of freebies because they were like, oh, they're trying really hard to follow the rules, and they are. One of the last ones we got was because we didn't turn something far enough because we were afraid to break it.
It
Yeah.
literally was like sometimes a thing needs to be turned a little bit more.
A
and
little
it's
bit
what
more.
it said on the screen, and I was like, huh? And I turned it, and
Like
then I heard
maybe,
a chunk.
maybe like an inch more. It was
Not even.
Not
it was like
even.
a millimeter. It was,
It was
so little.
close.
And they were just like,
God.
I could tell in the back room they were going, they're so close.
So
These
there
fucking
was-
idiots.
There was a deck of tarot cards on the table, right? Because she does this thing with the tarot cards, and it like freaks her out, and that's what makes her leave. And so at one point, I found the camera in the corner of the room, and we were like
There was a
doing a bunch
fool
of stuff.
card
There was a
in there.
fool card, and of course, I immediately was like, "Grab, that's mine." And I like picked it up, stuck it to my forehead, looked into the camera, and I went, "It's me. I'm the fool." And
Afterwards, she was like, I lost it.
she apparently they have a work group chat where they send one-liners that get said in the room, and she was like, "You guys had some of the best."
And
And I was like,
so
"Thank you, Madam Daphne."
some things happen in the room, right? And everything is fine. And then she comes very abruptly
Back
back
in.
into the room. And one, the fact that she came busting in, I was like, oh God.
And like we had found something that was like, oh, she may need one of your help or something, and then she busts through and she's like, and we were all like, if someone has to leave, we're making it be Harrison. And she comes in and she goes, Harrison, I need your help.
I was like, she was listening.
And we
She-
were like, good.
and I went, well, she comes in and she goes, I need help. And she hadn't said his name yet. And we start pushing Harrison. And she goes, Harrison, will you come with me? And I was like, good, right answer. Do not separate the three of us. We will not be separated.
You know, because whenever I did it in high school, I was the one that got pulled back.
That's
and I feel
fun.
bad
It was
that
very
Harrison's
fun.
No, he's out of the shower. Harrison, I won't make him come in, but after the fact, we were like, what did she do
to you?
What did she do to you? Because he comes back in and we have to restart the seance. Like when he
Yeah.
comes back in, he has to
be in charge.
the
He had to
seance,
lead the seance,
which
and
is
he did a very good job.
Actually, I think that we talked about it in the car. We're like, the reason you got picked is because you were the least into the tarot readings, and they went,
Yeah.
this one's is the one that's the outlier of your group. They're the one that's going to lead the seance to push them out of their comfort zone.
Yeah.
And so then we
the
are
other thing-
stretched around the table.
You know, because there's
it's a
just 4 of us, and
around
it's a
an
huge
8-person
table.
table.
It's crazy that with 5 of us, like with her in there, it did not feel like we were stretching that
No.
much. One less person, and we were like,
We're like, I am fully laid out
yeah.
on the table. One of the items we need to put under my tits. Like,
It was there. There are some, believe it or not, Houdini handcuffs that are part of the seance,
The
And
ritual.
Harrison's like reading the thing, and he's like, "Oh, the handcuffs. Where are the handcuffs?" And Mackenzie's like,
like I have to be like, hold, we have to. Well, we hadn't really started yet. He's like,
He's
we're gonna need
gathering all the stuff.
He's like, we need the handcuffs, and I'm just like, oh.
I will say during the room, anytime there was something that we were trepidatious about, we were like, Harrison, touch it.
Yeah.
Harrison, touch it.
There was something
Because-
we had to go into, and I went,
There was
you're
like
going
a-
in there.
There was like
So,
a
okay.
cupboard.
I will say, because we talked about earlier, we're like, if you have like maybe a couple young teens, they have to be brave young teens.
Brave.
Yeah,
So,
there's some stuff in there.
The 4 of us definitely like screamed and yelled.
There
It
was
was
a lot.
scary.
There was a moment where
No, hang on, I'm gonna get there in a second.
I'm not gonna say like what happened. There was a moment where Kris was sitting down at the table fiddling with something, and a thing happened.
And Sarah and I screamed.
Me and Mackenzie screamed and cowered
Behind
on top
Kris.
of Christopher and behind him.
And
while
Harrison-
Harrison was just kind of standing there like,
Oh.
And I mean, and not only did we scream, we screamed. I mean, if there had been anybody else in that building,
Again, I'm not going to say what I said because it will spoil it. But I did scream a one-liner that was funny enough that apparently Madame Daphne laughed out loud and had to write it down. And I will take it with me.
So-
That's a high I will be chasing for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
We're
Someone
like-
telling me that I said something funny enough in my fear.
we're in the circle, right? And we're finishing the mission that we've been given, and a thing happens,
A thing happens that everyone else figured out was going to happen.
and I didn't clock it. I don't know how I didn't clock it after what had happened earlier in the room.
Mackenzie cleared the room.
Mackenzie was suddenly behind me.
And she was on the
again.
other side of the table from him.
So we are. Remember, I am stretched, like fully tits on the, like stretched across, not seated. I'm
So
standing.
basically, what happened was
Something-
Harrison went from his seat to Madame Daphne's seat. So it was Harrison, Mackenzie, empty chair, Kris, me for that seance part.
So
So
I'm-
Mackenzie's having to reach across the table
In
to
two
get
directions,
to
like-
get to Chris's hand and to get to Harrison's hand.
Yeah.
A thing happens and
Behind
suddenly
me.
she's behind Christopher.
So the
Yeah.
thing happens.
Jumps 12 feet.
It happens behind me. I scream in terror.
In the moment, I definitely heard a sproing.
I don't think I have moved that fast in my life ever. I think I might have jumped over a chair. I was so
And it's so
scared.
funny because in the
I'm
moment
so
I felt
scared.
so bad because I could not stop laughing. Because I was like, I'm going to sit down back in my chair that I sat in for the seance. And Kris did the same thing. And
Yeah.
then Mackenzie went and sat in the same chair that she sat in. And I went, why would she do that? She knows what's
I
going to
didn't
happen.
know.
Like, all of us were like, oh, that thing that we've been interacting
that logically,
That
A,
logically-
B, C,
yeah.
D, next is
Like,
F.
A, B, C, D, E, F, etc. Y, Z is gonna happen.
And Mackenzie.
And Mackenzie did not clock that it was going to happen.
So I levitated across the room, and I finally sit in the chair as close to Christopher as I can while the rest of this is happening. And we're having a very somber moment. It's at the end of our
Very
time in the
serious,
room. It's a
very
very
beautiful.
serious. Sarah's crying, laughing.
Yeah, and
I also was crying.
right, no, because like it is very like genuine and like
touching.
ah,
And so we
my
finish up.
heart.
we got given these beautiful thank you tarot cards that are done in the very similar style to the Rider-Waite-Smith deck
And it's
art.
like a what's crazy was it felt like the symbolism was a combination of our tarot cards that
Yeah.
we got. I don't think that was necessarily intentional, but it was like, because there's a sun on it, there's a guy going like this, which is like the Hierophant, but not. Like,
Yeah.
it was like very interesting. They're very cute. I love it and will treasure it forever.
They're gorgeous.
And then we got the Madame Daphne had the rest of this storyline to tell us, and that the storyline wrapped itself up, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we
All the loose ends.
and all the threads are less.
I'm not gonna say what I said. I'm gonna look at you two guys. There was a moment where she went to pick a thing up, and she clearly had a line that she was supposed to say that's like, "Oh, a thing happened," and I screamed, "Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Is it this? Is it this? Is it this?" And she was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Oh my god!"
And
Do you remember that?
yes. So we
you know, you fully like interrupted and derailed.
like her
I
whole
was
monologue.
screaming.
Um,
Because it was a very sweet and obvious thing, but I was like, "Oh my god, is it this? Is it this?" And she was like,
No, it's like at the end of a movie where it's been very good about leading
it's-
you
and
place
it's
to place,
like it's
holding
like-
your hand.
It's like the end of, I don't know, like Rocket Boys or whatever, or October Sky, where it's like telling you what has happened to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
like
like, when
20
the end
years
credits
later.
roll and it's like, and so moved to Oregon or whatever, and you're like, yeah,
Yeah.
of course they did. They talked
Good
about that
job.
the whole movie.
Yeah.
And that was me being like, is it this? Is it this?
So
And she was like, yeah, but it is.
Yeah.
so we leave the room with our little cards, and the cards there's a link on them that takes you to the cast list, because there's a bunch of different Houdinis and Madame Daphnes, because there is a Houdini that shows up at some point in your time.
You're seancing him.
You're seancing
seancing
him.
Houdini.
So there is a Houdini actor that helps with your seance. That's the whole point, right? So it tells you the whole cast.
That's not a spoiler. It's a Harry Houdini seance.
Right. So like you get this card. So we were like vibrating with excitement because
Yeah.
we had such a good time. And we come out and we're taking our last like group pictures with our cards, and she comes back around the corner, our Madame Daphne, and she goes, "Do you guys need me to take like a group picture of you?"
Take a picture. And then Harrison goes, "No, I gotta take it. They have like a podcast." and she went, "Oh," and I was like, "We're gonna review it. We're only gonna say the nicest of things. This was so much fun."
And
I
she
have nothing negative
and
to say.
her like IRL vibe, I was like, we could be friends.
Yeah.
We could be
we
friends.
would like to be
I,
friends with
I
you.
would love.
She's
Can
a
we
local
have her on the
actress.
pod?
We could have her on
We
the.
could have her on the pod.
She could come. She could do another tarot episode.
Oh my god.
That'd be fun.
You come do tarot. You're better at it than me.
Please.
She was lovely,
Oh,
lovely.
so sweet.
So nice.
And we chatted for a few minutes. We talked
Yeah,
about
she like
the
dropped
podcast.
the character.
She like
and
dropped
Yeah.
the
to us
character. We
as
chatted.
the actress, and it was
And
very, very nice.
We were like, "You did such a wonderful job. I don't know how long you've been doing this, but like, you are
Excellent.
phenomenal. We were like
Phenomenal.
pass our kudos on to
our Houdini."
to our Houdini. Like, this was an amazing
to
time.
the,
we had
like
so much
to the
fun.
writers,
To the
and
writers.
like
We were like,
everybody.
tell
like,
everyone
everybody.
that this was fantastic. We loved it.
And
Hugs
we
and
sent
kisses.
like
yeah.
after the fact, we're talking at lunch, and Sarah's like, "I wonder if they do. You know how some escape rooms do footage of rooms."
yeah.
I was like, Sarah's like, "I really specifically want clips of these stupid one-liner bits and you
I want
levitating
me
across."
looking into the camera, going, "It's me. I'm the fool."
And
There was
Mackenzie levitating across the
Mackenzie
room.
levitating across the room. Us cowering behind Chris. There was also a moment that
We Scooby-Dooed.
Chris told us about later that he had, and I was like, I really want to see that
I-
moment. He remembered a thing that was going, that like he remembered a thing of the room, and then saw that thing and went,
You know, like there were some secrets that I was clued into because again, I had done the room before. I had not done it in this space. I did it at its original location because
Right.
I was one of the beta testers.
right.
And our Houdini's name, if you have a chance to go, we can't guarantee that you're gonna get the same actors that we
Right.
got.
It will be an amazing experience regardless.
Right.
all of
their actors are incredible.
incredible. Our Houdini was Brock Hatton.
Thank you, Brock.
one, thank you for putting up with us because we derailed you so hard. So if you get a chance, if you ever get a chance to play and then you see their cast list, that's the way that you can find their socials. But Brock he rolled with our punches. He was a great Houdini.
He was phenomenal.
He put up with our bullshit, really, truly.
Yeah. Man's a great improviser.
Because by the time...
Let me say that.
Great job.
Because by the time we got to our interaction in the seance with the Houdini character, we were unhinged.
I mean, we were unhinged the second we walked in that door.
Right. We were worse.
We walked in that door, we saw that room, and we went, okay. Off the rails.
I live here.
No rails.
He played to our play. Like our back and forth was very good.
It was a good time.
He
also good handshake on him.
He has a good handshake.
Good handshake.
Incredible handshake.
He made us cry. He did his job very well.
He did a fantastic job as an actor.
And
played with our heartstrings.
And I wish
heartstrings.
I wish I could have told him in person how wonderful of a job that he did.
Right.
What was our Madame Daphne's name?
Our Madame Daphne was Deshay LaShawn.
Which is a fantastic name.
She is beautiful and amazing and wonderful, and I cannot say enough good things about her.
So, Deshay, you did an amazing job.
She is an actress. Both of them are Houston-based actors. Deshay just had a directorial debut happen. I follow her on Instagram.
Oh my gosh, congratulations, Deshay.
If you could request a Madame Daphne, I would get her every time.
God,
she's so good.
At the time that we played, she had not been added to the cast list.
She was that new.
She was new enough at the time that they hadn't had a chance to update their cast list fully.
Yeah, to put it up on the website.
And I guess
she was that good.
It says she's been a member since 2024, but I'm wondering if they just haven't had a chance.
Right.
That's still.
But I had sent an email saying like, thank you so much for letting it obviously we paid, but for having us come in and play.
Yeah.
Right.
And asked about film. They didn't do film in the rooms, which is super fair.
Yeah.
Especially for the way that their room is done.
It's very spoilery. Again, we're being very vague about the plot of the room.
There is no way to
talk about the room,
to view those clips without spoiling.
Yeah. And
it's me. I'm the fool.
She
I will say
we were able to get her name from their one of their
from
writers.
the email.
Yeah.
And I truly, both of them, I cannot say enough good things.
I cannot say enough good things about.
We had the most fun we may have and we have a great time as a group. Let me be super duper clear.
Yeah, we do have a good time sitting in this room doing nothing.
We can sit in you could put us in a room with nothing in it and we'd have a good time.
Yeah.
But
that's what we do every time we record this podcast.
But we have so many things in here.
True.
But I would say it really, and Harrison is an integral part of us doing these kinds of activities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As much as we give him shit, he's a very important part of the group activities.
Yeah.
He had a great time. It played to all of our strengths.
Yeah, and I will say the escape room aspect.
It made our brains work.
The puzzles were very I won't say classic escape room puzzles because they were all themed.
Yeah.
But they were all normal ass figure out this puzzle kind of puzzles.
And it was nice.
It was oh, there's a desk with a bunch of drawers on it, and you got to figure out which ones you need to open.
Yep.
The puzzles were not
hard.
You don't need to know anything about Houdini as a person.
No.
Or seances.
But you will learn a lot about Houdini.
You will learn a lot about it. But
much.
it is one of those things that it's you don't need to have any of the lore going in to have a good time. The puzzles were fantastic.
The theming was some of the best escape room theming I
Impeccable.
have ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Their entire office, their entire
Yeah.
setup is beautiful. They are getting ready to launch a very different, very new, I don't know if it's a limited run. They're about to do a new room.
Mm-hmm.
We are keeping a very close eye on their mailing list.
We're keeping a finger on the pulse of Strange Bird
because we are gonna go back.
Yeah, I'd go back and do this one again.
I'd do this
even
one again.
with just the same group.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? I'd give it a little bit more time than right now because I think it's too soon for us to go back right now.
Yeah.
But give it a year.
Annually.
Annually. I'll go play it. I'll go play it. I don't care.
Happy birthday, Kris. We're going there every year.
And I would at that point be like, how quickly can I speed run the room so I can spend more time talking to the actors?
Right.
Like,
And be like,
Let's-
hi. Be like, hi. We've met. You have to come with us for the debrief afterwards to the actors to Houdini. Be like, you have to come with us.
We're speed running the room, and then we're all getting lunch.
We're speed running the room and then locking you in here with us. Now it's an escape room for
from
you.
to get away from us.
You're locked in so we can chat because you guys are great. That was
10 out
not
of 10,
an actual
we will not-
threat.
That's not a
locking you in
threat.
room. I just want to hang out with you guys.
It seem really cool.
I truly 10 out of 10. And the Hobbit Cafe was wonderful as always.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Lava Cafe, delicious.
10 out of 10,
Like-
as always.
As always.
It was that experience was better. I would really give it an 8, like a 20 out of 10. Like it was the best
Yeah.
experience I could have. It's better than anything I could ever predict. And
Yeah.
I don't know how to tell you
Go do it.
without plainer words than you have to go.
You
And-
have to do it. It's a must do.
At least for the last 5 years, if I remember right, they have been voted the #1 escape room in the country.
Yeah.
And
And they earned it.
they earned it.
They've
number one in the country,
absolutely
number
earned
one in
it.
the world, number one in the galaxy,
Yeah.
number one in the universe, actually, number one on this plane of reality. Everyone should go to this place.
It was
And
so much
It is
fun.
leaps and bounds above any other escape room I've done. And I've done
Yeah.
a bunch of weird ones.
And
Yeah.
I've done some, we talked about it with the Lexington. I did an escape room in Lexington, and that is also very immersive,
Yeah.
but not anywhere close to the immersion level that I felt in that room, in that seance room. For
And
the
we
sole
LARP.
fact- and we LARP. I make up things like that. Like we.
Mackenzie runs an escape room at the LARP that we work at.
Like
technically.
it's
a puzzle room.
It's a puzzle room.
But
It's
still,
an escape room.
It's,
Yeah.
it's it's timed.
Yeah.
And there is, if I could teleport them, I'd make our fantasy LARP play a Houdini seance escape room every
Oh
time.
my god. We just theme it a little bit different and it would be the best.
And it'd be so good. But Christopher, it was the best thing we could have done for your birthday.
It was
Happy birthday.
excellent.
Happy
happy
birthday.
birthday. I loved it. I had so much fun watching
We-
y'all get scared at the things that I knew were coming, but still made me
I-
wildly uncomfortable.
I did feel better, and that I was not the only one screaming. Like Sarah also screamed.
I was scared.
Because
At one the one
I
time that
was-
you actually freaked out, I was like, I saw this coming. But the other time I was like,
Like it happened. Sarah and I screamed and cowered for real. Like that was a legitimate
I don't
fear
know.
response.
I
It
didn't-
was terrifying.
It was so scary.
I knew
I
it was
didn't-
gonna happen. I had clocked the
I did not.
things
That
earlier,
particular-
and I was like, "Great, they still have that in this room.
that
I'm gonna lose it."
thing I did not clock.
I also did not clock. I figured there was something weird with that thing. Didn't think it was gonna be that. It happened. I saw it, screamed, said a funny thing, cowered behind Kris. Didn't see anything else that happened
I
in regards
there was
to that thing.
That thing happened. There was things that were important that were said with that thing. I recall none of them. I was the trauma. I had my face
Good lore.
buried in Christopher's
Deep,
shoulder.
rich lore, and I was screaming through all of it. I was the most disrespectful audience member
We were so.
ever.
I'm scared. Like we're
I
on a
was-
ghost hunt right now. Like
I was,
I'm
like,
actually terrified in this
Cowering
moment.
behind Kris, just going.
Look, again, I'm gonna reiterate what Mackenzie said earlier. We did a real, actual flesh and blood seance,
And I was more
and I was not
scared.
afraid even a little bit.
No, I was
Like I was like, wow, this is great. This is so exciting. I've never done a real seance
And
before. This is
We
so
knew
fun.
this was fake. We knew.
We
these
knew
were
it was
actors.
fake. Madame Daphne slammed doors and just like scared the shit out of us immediately. So
Well-
we were just in that headspace of, oh my God.
I truly, for the life of me, was not scared at the League Kempton
No,
House.
not
I
even a
was
little
not
bit.
Even a little. I wasn't
I was.
nervous.
I had done this room before and was still genuinely afraid doing the seance the first time.
The seance things are happening, and my anxiety is like filling from my
Through the roof.
like You know, it's like the
Fear pie burnt.
yeah, my fear pie was baked.
House on fire.
It was coal by the time we left. My fear pie was just charcoal.
You know that bread from Pompeii?
And it wasn't intended.
God.
We make it sound way worse than it is. It is more like thriller scary, not horror
Yeah,
scary.
It's not scary. It's not okay.
There's no blood or gore.
There's no blood or guts. There's no gore. It is
Anxiety
kind of like
inducing.
jump scare.
Yeah.
And it is also part of it is it's an escape room. You're timed.
Yeah.
And
So,
so
like-
you're like, I have to solve all these puzzles, and now there's a scene happening.
And now there's stuff.
Like we're having cutscenes happen. I'm like, my timer's still going.
But
it was
it's
so fun.
it is a fear level I would equate to like Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you're like, this is some odd, freaky shit happening.
It was more of a fear of what was next in the unknown more than being scared of what was happening.
Right.
Yeah. The unknown
there is-
has a big role in this room.
And there is like, if you want to take your kids, I don't know if they have an age limit. I will say it is never a fear of something bad happening to you. It is
No.
never a fear of something happening to you. End of. I will say I did have a little bit of a fear because it's a Victorian seance, and I was like, I'm gonna get ectoplasm on me.
Yeah, we thought we were gonna get gooped. We didn't.
Which
There's
is a
ectoplasm in
valid.
those.
It's a valid fear. You're not going to get ectoplasm
not gonna get
unless
anything
they
on you.
change the room.
Which I
No
don't
one
think
is
they
going
will.
to touch you without you knowing it's going to happen. It's not like a haunted house. Like you're gonna hold Madame Daphne's hand, maybe if you're sitting next to her at the
You
table,
know, and
maybe you'll shake Houdini's hand.
at no point is it a jump scare either.
Not
Because
intentionally.
unless you're not looking in the direction of the things that are happening.
Unless you're an idiot like Mackenzie.
I will say
That one- the
thing
first
that
one
scared me
absolutely was a jump scare. Yeah, I did not clock that I couldn't have clocked that in a million years.
Technically one jump scare.
Coming back in from the cut.
There's like one for real,
There's
maybe
like
two.
one, maybe two jump scares. I would say that the one that you're talking about,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say it's a jump scare because that's part of the like seance going wrong shit. Like the initial that is like, oh, other shit is going on. We're doing like that's actively during the seance. So
Right.
you're already like heightened. So I wouldn't call that one a jump scare, but there is there is one jump scare.
There's
and it
one
is
jump scare.
The one that scared me and Mackenzie and we cowered and cried.
We cowered like we were Shaggy and Scooby and
Yeah.
and Chris was like Fred. Like we
Chris was a door frame. Like
Yeah.
I don't know that I could ever say that I've cowered in an escape room before until that
I
moment.
don't think I've ever cowered at all.
And I actually the reason because some would be like, why didn't you go to your husband? He was closer to the thing I was scared of.
Yeah.
I was not going to him.
He was. We could put Chris between us and the scary thing without
Harrison-
moving towards the scary thing.
Harrison was too close to the scary thing for me to go anywhere closer to him.
Yeah.
And the other time, Harrison was also closer to the thing that I was being frightened of. So Chris was the safe.
You know,
Yeah,
option.
Mackenzie did go.
because we the entire time we're like, Harrison, go touch that.
Yeah.
Harrison, this is your job. Go touch it.
that.
Go
We did
touch it.
send
Go
Harrison-
in there.
Harrison,
The
go
ca-
in that.
the
Harrison,
cabinet-
open that. Harrison,
Harrison,
what's
go
that?
put this
Go
in
touch
there.
that. Go put this in there. What if it touches you?
Yeah. The cabinet. There was a cabinet. We like the whole point was you had to go into it
And close the door.
And close the door.
And
And
when
we all
Harrison,
went,
go in there.
And it
go in there.
talks.
And it talks.
And upsetting.
Yeah.
And we're like, Harrison, that's your job. You have
Harrison,
to go in there.
And he had to go in there like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, because he kept forgetting the information.
And there was like you had to reach inside something. We're like, your hand is going
Harrison,
in there.
get it.
And I'm sure
I opened a thing, heard the noise, and went, where did it open? And you guys were like, right in front of you. And I walked away from it and went, Harrison, get that.
like poor Harrison
Because like a
was
thing
our,
opened.
our
And he
poor
was
little
like,
gopher because we were so on edge about like something else happening. Anyway, 1,000 out of 10 experience.
clearly we had a great time. We can't shut up.
Yeah.
Poor Linda got an immediate word vomit of
My mother.
Like Sarah's mom. We got home and she's like, because we had to take a picture of Chris with a sash and the whole thing. And
She's
she
like,
was
did
like,
y'all
did
have
you
a good time?
And we couldn't shut up.
Oh.
And then she went, sounds like it was good that I didn't go because Linda's a hindrance in an escape room, apparently.
God. I love my mom. My mom is very good at puzzles. My mom is not good at puzzles on a time crunch.
Ah.
The one time we've done an escape room with my mom, one time I've done an escape room with my mom. One, we had too many people in that room. There were 7 of us.
Oh my God.
There's too many people.
too
Because
many.
it was me, my brother, my mom, and my friend Jamie's whole family. So it was her mom, her dad, and her brother.
Good Lord.
If it had just been the kids, if it had been me, Jamie, Jacob, and Ryan, we would have flawless. And I will say, Jamie's parents and my mom are good at puzzles.
Yeah, they're
not under
smart
time.
people.
They're smart people. And even on time, it was just there were too many bodies trying to do too many puzzles at once in too linear of an escape room.
This one was not super linear, so that was nice.
It was linear, but you could work on a bunch of stuff at once.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It
it
was,
didn't feel
And it
like we
feels
were-
satisfying.
yeah.
it
It was
wasn't-
linear to a point.
It
Yeah.
didn't feel like we were like, and only one person can now do anything.
Yeah.
We could all be working on things.
Like there was one thing that it was very obvious, like this is the last lock we'll open.
Yes.
And we were trying to get
And we
that
kept-
code.
And we kept going to it every time.
And
yeah.
I mean,
failing
every
and-
3 minutes, somebody would be like,
Do we have it yet?
do you have it
Do you
yet?
have it yet?
Do we have this
the information here?
Do we have this 4-digit code yet? And the answer was no. It was the last thing we could open.
But truly, it's going to live at number 1 in my escape room heart for probably forever.
Yeah.
It's-
Again, it's lived at number 1 in my heart for 8 years.
Can we go
It's-
back?
At least.
Yeah, we can
yeah.
go back.
right now.
Please.
Well, I think it's a little late in the evening to go back right now.
God damn it.
I would do it. I don't know. I'd do the VIP experience, the extra $10 again just for the tarot reading.
Yeah.
fun drinky.
Yeah.
And
Fun
a fun
drink and a
drinky.
tarot.
And genuinely, like, again, we could go back right now because there are so many puzzles that I did not touch in there.
Yeah, I don't think I touched half the stuff in that room.
And so I know that I would be able, as long as I didn't go like, oh, I'm going to do the desk again. Like, I'd be able to, like, do completely different things.
Well, and there were even
Right.
pieces that we worked on together. I don't remember, like, some of the trauma of the room. I don't remember the puzzle solves.
And what's
honestly.
really funny is we spent so long trying to get that last 4-digit code. I don't remember what it was.
I
I could not speed
In
run
one
the room.
ear, out
Out
the
the
other.
I could not speed run that room by just unlocking that lock because I don't remember the code.
I couldn't. There are puzzles I didn't touch. There are things that I vaguely remember how to do, and there are things if I were to go back in the room, and even though I was the one that did them, we can't do the thing that we were told to move more.
Yeah, the thing we
can't-
had to move more, I will never forget.
We
I might
cannot-
not get it in the right spot on the first try again, but
yeah.
the thing we had to move, I will never.
the thing that we got, the thing on the TV
Which is
that
hilarious.
said sometimes a thing just needs to be turned a little bit more.
little bit
And we were
more.
like,
And we said, okay.
but it matches the picture.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was our birthday experience for Christopher.
It was
and
so
It
fun.
was so good. I don't think we shut up the entire drive home.
No.
We
No.
stayed. We wouldn't shut up about it. The only thing we decided at the Hobbit Cafe was for a different event later on, and that's because we acted like Scooby Doo in that escape room. So we were like, we have to do Scooby Doo for a later event
For a different thing.
because we're idiots.
Yeah.
So
Um.
keep an eye out for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that will come in
Several months.
several months. It'll be in
Yeah.
the spring.
In the spring.
Springtime.
And then Mackenzie's birthday came.
So we.
Chris has a part 2 to his birthday, but we're going to do it after we do Mackenzie's birthday because Chris's part 2 happened yesterday for us, which
Yesterday.
was September 26th. So
So for my birthday, I just looked up another escape room kind of closer to us. The one we went to for Chris was
downtown.
It was in
It was in
downtown.
downtown.
And I was like,
Worth it.
And worth it. But 2, I was like, we can't go back there as much as I would love to just be like, hi, it's been 2 weeks.
Hi, we're back.
We're back.
I'll do it again.
We went to, I think it's called Breakout. I don't remember.
That sounds right.
It's in Webster. Breakout Escape Room, I believe, in Webster.
and then a bunch of different
They had 5 different room options, 5 or 6 different room options. We picked one. It was called the Forgotten Feature. It read as a very paranormal,
It was supposed to be very ghosty.
very ghosty, and we went, oh, this will be fun. It's like a movie theater haunt. How good, how fun.
Yeah, and I don't feel bad spoiling the plot of this one at all.
Yeah, I don't either.
So-
so this one,
It was break free escape room.
Break free.
I was close.
Yeah.
So they had that one. They have one that's called like the Neon Escape.
Yeah,
they
like the
have
neon room. They have an Annabelle themed room.
an Annabelle themed
Yeah.
room, a Stranger Things room.
It
and-
had some other ones that sounded really fun.
And
Yeah.
we've talked
Because
about.
I know we were after we finished, we were like, oh, we could do the neon one. We could do the Stranger Things one.
Yeah, I think we said we wouldn't do the one that was Annabelle. One, because we don't support the Warrens.
we don't support the Warrens
And
in
two,
this house.
And
I don't
on
do
the
dolls.
door, it had Warren shit.
yeah, it was
we
like
went-
it was labeled as like their office.
And I
Yeah,
went-
and it was-
we went to the bathroom.
No.
We went to Hyde Park for lunch, which was very tasty,
Oh, it
very
was
fun.
tasty.
It was also pouring the day we went out for my
yeah.
birthday. So we get there. This room, much more regular
Classic
price
escape
point.
room.
It was $27 a person. Up to 8 people. Again, they
8 would be way too much.
8 would be way too many. I don't know how.
4 was plenty.
Four was felt
Four felt cramped in that room
like-
a couple of times.
Yeah.
I don't know how you would do 8 in that space. But most escape rooms are usually
Someone
in
would just have to sit in that chair.
that one chair. Yeah.
In the 2 chairs together.
Yeah, 6 people
Right.
are gonna do other things. 2 people are stuck
sitting in those chairs. You do musical chairs of who's sitting in the chair.
Yeah.
So and there were clearly you could hear other people in other rooms because they
Yeah.
got loud occasionally. We got loud.
Yeah,
at
we
Oh,
got
one
loud
point.
too.
we were very loud the whole time.
the whole
I
time.
think.
I screamed at Harrison at one point to get out of the way because I wanted to put a code in.
So we went potty, put our stuff in a locker. It was fine. And then he had to show us how to work the lock on the door, which I was like,
So it was you had to be touching the doorknob and a button
At the same time.
to unlock the door in case of
An
emergency.
Emergency
Or
or like
potty.
have to go potty.
Yeah.
and
whatever.
so when you walked in, the plot of this was a little girl had gone missing, forever, many years ago on a field trip
To this movie
to this
theater.
movie theater. Nobody had ever found her. They were tearing they're getting ready to tear down the theater,
And her ghost still haunts the
And
theater.
her ghost still haunts the theater. Can you free her, kind of thing,
Before you have an hour before they're going to tear down the movie theater.
Yeah.
Can you free her spirit?
Kind
Yeah.
of is how it read.
Can you free her spirit is exactly how
Yeah.
it read.
It was
And
can-
that is exactly so you go in, you're in like a fake movie theater, you sit down
And
in
it's
the
got
seats.
There's
very-
4 rows
There's
of
4
like
rows of, like,
4
movie theater
seats, so it's
seats.
like 12 seats.
it's 16.
Is it?
4 rows of 4 is 16.
Four.
Yeah, you're right.
and
I
it's-
can't do math.
And it's got like a little popcorn machine in the back in the film room, and it's got old movie posters on the walls and
Yeah.
a stage.
Yeah.
And so your game person says take your seats, and so everybody sits.
And it plays a
And-
little movie.
And it plays a little movie that tells you the plot. And Harrison tries to talk to Sarah
Literally
immediately.
immediately. So, first things, Kris and Mackenzie sit in the front row, and me and Harrison sit.
Well, we were in the second row.
Were you in the second row?
Because the front row we were like, we're going to smack the stage. And what if
Okay.
it comes out of the stage? I
yeah.
literally went, what if the stage, because after Strange Bird, I was like, so help me if people
So help me if
appear,
a person crawls out of that stage.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I literally had
So-
that moment of, because it did say spooky
Yeah.
next to this one, and I was like, listen, after what happened at Strange Bird, which was planned,
Spooky
I
is
don't
not
trust,
enough of a warning.
I don't
Um,
trust something not.
I
don't
will
trust
say-
someone not to appear.
By the end of this escape room, I would say it was spooky.
I would say
Yeah.
spooky is not enough of a warning.
No.
I'm gonna say into my camera, this is nothing against break-free escape rooms. This is very much just I'm going to warn anyone what happens at the end of this, because I don't think that we were adequately prepared
we were
We were
not.
not.
for what happened at the end of this escape room. So we'll kind of go through the plot, and then we will tell you exactly how the escape room ends, because I do not think that is the fair thing to spring upon people.
It was spooky. In
Remember
not
how
a
Mackenzie,
fun way.
Remember how Mackenzie cleared an entire room for a funny haha, she should have seen that coming. I cleared a room because I am not okay because of this fucking escape room. I had to talk about this escape room in therapy afterwards.
Oh my god.
So we
You can't fucking
And-
spring that on people.
and this one we were limited. I think it was 3 or 5 guesses or something like that.
We had
And
5 hints.
We had 5 hints, and you had to all be not touching something, looking at the
The
movie
movie
screen,
screen.
and you had to say a code word.
I don't remember what the code word
It was
was.
cinema.
Oh.
Oh.
And it was so that way they knew that like one person wasn't going to try to hijack a guess.
The guesses.
So everybody had to be in agreement that you were going to be asking for a hint.
And we went, help.
Um,
And then his keyboard stopped working a couple of times.
and then at one point, for one of our guesses, his keyboard stopped working, so he had to come in and tell us. And one of the times, one of the puzzles was not working.
When he came in to tell us, he was like, "Oh, the puzzle's just not working."
And I was like, "You didn't think to say anything about that
He
before?"
He was like, "This puzzle sometimes gives us trouble," and we were like,
"Brother,
huh?
this puzzle, we've been fighting this puzzle."
Thank you. Also, this was a fairly new room for them to already be having problems with the puzzle.
Yeah. It's like their newest room, and they were having some pretty strong issues with that puzzle. Because we fought that puzzle for like 15 minutes. Like, we were mad.
It was,
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you what the puzzle was.
upset.
I don't think we're going to spoil any of the puzzles. We're just going to tell you what happens at the end.
I had one puzzle when we figured it out. It scared me because I wasn't prepared for what the puzzle was going to do. Not because you had to like put your hand on
a
something
thing.
and then it like did a thing, and I just wasn't prepared for it to
Yeah.
do the thing that it was gonna do when I
And I
put
think
my
that
hand
that
on
was
it.
in line with the spooky kind of
that
feeling.
was like fine with what I was expecting, right?
Yeah.
And we get the code that we need, and Sarah about shoves Harrison into the wall.
I screamed. I went, Harrison, move. I want to put it in. But imagine that like way shriller and way louder.
And Harrison's just like, my
Harrison's
God.
He was like, okay. And walked out of the little projection room.
And so we put the code in, and it says, open the stage to free her or something like that.
It was like the stage is unlocked. And
Yeah.
so and
It
Mackenzie,
did have a lot of audio cues, which I did like a lot.
Yeah.
There were like movie posters around the room that you like opened with the puzzles. I don't think that's a spoiler.
No.
And it would be like, the Invisible Man is unlocked.
Yeah.
And so you could like go over and open the poster, and they were like little cabinets. And then
So
they
that
would
way
have
you
more
weren't like
clues.
searching, going, where was the trigger? Because I heard the lock sound. Where was
which
it?
puzzle is open?
Which I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was nice.
That
So
was
it goes
something
like it goes like
A+.
this,
and like 90% of the puzzles in this room were good.
They were
Yeah.
fun.
We just got so frustrated by
With
that
the one broken puzzle.
fairly early-ish one being a little bit, not early, like middle of the room, one being a little busted, that everything after that we were like, I don't know how to do this.
Yeah.
We were very frustrated. I will say it was far more frustrating from a puzzle mechanic than Strange Bird felt, because I was just mad that things weren't working the way they were supposed
Right,
to.
because it was one of those things that we were like, if we're stupid, we're stupid. That's fine.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're stupid. I
It's
think
like,
this
this doesn't-
puzzle is broken.
Right. It's like, this doesn't feel like we're stupid.
Because we had a couple of those during the other one where we were like, I have no idea where to go. And
You
it
know,
was
where
like,
we
oh,
go, we're
the radio.
stupid.
And
Yeah.
it's like, oh, right, the radio.
So it finally goes like, the stage is unlocked. So Sarah and I are like, great. I'm sure the thing, it's going to be like, where you've done it, you've released her spirit or whatever.
Yeah, you open it and like a ghost
or like
puppet.
Sure.
Or it
Like
says
a-
like, or you hear like a whoo, or like a
you found
Or
me
something.
or something.
me. No, you open it and there's a kid corpse in there.
Yep.
There's a child-sized
There's a child
Halloween
skeleton in a dress with a
With
wig on it,
goop
like
and,
decaying looking
and Sarah
child
and I
skeleton.
screamed and cleared the room.
I sprinted to the other side of the room. I genuinely was like, I may use the emergency exit
And then
to get out of here.
And then it said, hold
Emily's
Josie's
hand.
knows Josie. Hold
Whatever.
Josie's hand to exit the room.
We made Harrison hold her
So
hand.
You had to
Harrison-
make a daisy chain
had to make a daisy
between
chain
the
across
dead
the room.
child and the door.
Yeah, because so she had her little hand.
I don't
like,
even
up.
remember.
She
I
was-
looked at
like,
it
she
for
was
2
laying
seconds and like
down,
ran away.
hand up. There was very obviously like a piece of equipment that went through the arm, and there was like a screw, like metal pieces in her hand that
To
you had
release
to
the
touch.
magnet.
Yeah, to release the magnet in the door.
And
However,
Harrison, I mean, it was
we went, Harrison, you hold
it
her
was
hand.
Harrison, Chris, me, Sarah.
I was touching the door.
Sarah,
Yep.
because Sarah's like, I'm not getting any closer than the door.
I went, I don't care if there's more to this puzzle. I'm
done.
leaving.
And we were successful.
We
We
did
got
make
out
it
of
out.
the room. It got a little close because the timer kept counting, even though the puzzle was broken, and I was very
Yeah.
frustrated with
Yeah,
that.
that's the one thing that I will say. Like, puzzle being broken and not like closing the room.
Yeah. Not fixing it immediately.
Not fixing it immediately.
And like closing it until it's fixed.
Absolutely no warning that we were looking for a child's corpse when you said that this was a paranormal room.
Yep.
And our room monitor having to come into the room because the keyboard wasn't working and he didn't stop our timer.
Yeah.
Those are my like 3 negatives about this room. Every other thing about this room I liked.
Yeah.
I liked
I
the
did enjoy
theming
it.
of it. Like
thought
the
it was
movie
fun.
theater was very fun. It was a cool, like, oh, it's a little ghost story. She got trapped in the movie theater. Like, even if it had been like, you release her spirit, she hid in the stage, like, because it showed a video afterwards of her like hiding in the stage.
Yeah.
Like if it had just been
So-
like you open it and that video played.
Right. So the all of the video was custom done. Like they shot that video in the
that
room
escape room.
before they put up all of the like spider webs and spooky nonsense. But like it was that room before they spookified it.
Right.
And they got probably like the owner's kids and like
Her friends. Yeah.
to like come pretend to be kids in this little film.
Yeah.
And it was great. I really did enjoy this silly little film that they put together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
If they had just, when you opened the stage, shown
a video.
the video, and then like, okay, you have to like touch the stage in remembrance of Josie
or
or
something.
whatever, or just like, oh, you did it. She unlocked the door, and like the door unlocks.
her
Right.
spirit has opened the door for you.
Yeah,
or
her
something
spirit
like
opened
that.
the door for you. You let her go. The door opens.
Because I was fully expecting the entire time to like hear ghost noises
And
to hear little
giggles
little
and-
Josie give us a clue or something.
Yeah, or like
because
you're getting
it was
closer.
so audio
Right.
reliant. I was like,
Like,
oh,
the
we're gonna
other thing-
hear ghost
Like
stuff.
the this poster is now open was like some guy that could have been Josie.
Yeah.
The Invisible
Like-
Man poster's unlocked.
Go check the Invisible Man or whatever. Like,
yeah.
We are probably gonna go back there because we
Yeah.
had other rooms we wanted
This
to
experience
play.
was not negative enough that we're not going back.
right.
It was just way more traumatic than
Frustrating.
we were prepared for.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it was a Sunday and I had therapy the next day.
And we also asked multiple other people that we've talked to about this. We were like, would you be prepared? Is this what you think would happen?
Yeah, it's like read this and,
And
then
then
tell
tell
me
me-
if you would expect a child corpse.
Yeah,
at
the amount of
end.
people who on Discord calls were like, "How was your escape room?" And I was like, "Well, we found a dead kid." And they were like,
What?
"What?" And I was like, "I mean, not a real one, but like,
But
it
still.
felt like a real one."
And then overall, I would say that room was. I would give it like an 8, a 7 or 8 out of 10.
I'd give it an 8. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. It loses 2 points for. It loses a whole point
for trauma.
for trauma. It loses a half a point, I think, for that puzzle being broken. Which my thing is like, that's not on the guy who was there
No.
that day.
That
was
is absolutely not his
That was
fault.
not his fault. I will say, like, they should. And then the other half a point is they need to have a policy that if your tech is not working, you pause the clock in the room. That's the only other thing. Like,
Yeah.
we would have gotten out with a lot more time to spare. We lost like 5 minutes
To him
of
coming
him
in.
coming in because we were like waiting on a hint. We were staring at the screen.
Yep.
We're like,
There was
cinema?
like a
Cinema?
cursor like flashing, and
Yeah,
we were
and
like,
there was like
a loading thing.
signs.
yeah. And so we were like, okay, he's trying to type, like something's trying to happen, and then he came in and he was like,
it's broken.
he's like, I'm so sorry, my keyboard's not working, and we were like, don't worry, man. And he was like,
it's like it happens.
he's like, sometimes this puzzle's a little bit finicky, and he was like trying to fix it, and like, of course, it was working fine when he did it.
I'm like, you've been watching us fight this.
And he's
for
like, yeah,
15
I
minutes.
get it. And then he like looked at our like, because there's a whiteboard where you could like take notes, and he looked at our order, and he was like, you have 2 flipped on your order. Like, make
Check
sure
your
you're
dates or
looking
something
at
like
this
that.
thing. And we were like, okay. And then we looked, and our order was correct. They weren't written in the right order, but I had them numbered correctly. So like our order was correct. It was just the puzzle being finicky, and we ended up figuring it out after that point. But like in that moment where he was like, I have to get up and go in there, he should have hit pause on our timer.
yeah.
And that is purely probably just they don't have a policy in place for that. And so he didn't like,
Right.
that's again not his fault, which is why I'm like, I'm not taking an extra whole point off for that. I'd give it also an 8 out of 10. My only thing is like giving it an 8 out of 10. Remember, Strange Bird's a 20 out of 10.
Yeah.
Strange Birds is 8
Strange
billion
Birds.
out
My
of
thing is like I don't think that I can classify it with other escape rooms
No.
because it
No.
is such a different experience.
It is an experience
Yeah.
rather than just being an escape room.
And then
Right.
we've already planned where we think we're going for Sarah's birthday. As
Yeah.
we wrap up all
I'm
this.
so excited.
We've-
I don't
we've
know which
picked-
room we're doing.
I don't know. Like poor
There's
Harrison,
a
I think
pirate one. There's a like Batman
There's
one. There's a
Star
Star
Trek.
Trek
there's
one.
Scooby Doo.
There's Scooby Doo. I
There's,
think there was
like-
an Indiana Jones.
Like
Everything
it's
good.
everything. Like they made an escape room place for me.
it was like they looked at the three of us and went, all of the things that they like. And
So I have to pick which one I want to do because I'm like, do I pick one that's themed to the podcast or one that I know is going to be fun?
you
Pirates.
whatever you want.
I think we should do the pirate one for my birthday.
I think
I
it'd
think
be
that is
fun.
the most correctly on brand for me. Is
Yes.
for us to do the pirate
we
one.
can do pirates.
And for
Maybe there's a pirate ghost in there. We don't know.
here's the thing.
The only more on brand would be if they had like a UFO one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if we were to go back to Strange Bird, because I low key wanted to do this when we went for Christopher's birthday and we just didn't. I would absolutely dress up Victoria.
Yeah.
I would be like,
That would be fun.
I'm not gonna tell anybody that we're coming, but we're gonna show up in full.
Hello, we're here for the seance.
Yeah.
I'll do the whole thing in an accent.
We'll do, we're gonna do the whole thing. We're gonna bit for bit with you.
My name is Quirly Worthington.
Fuck you.
We all have to pick silly names.
I'd be very serious.
Be like,
about
my
it.
name is Sarah, but my actual name is Stockton.
Anyway, those are our birthday reviews for so far in 2025.
We still have to do the last thing, which we've
Yes.
already kind of talked about. Chris's one wish was to watch Elio for his birthday. And so at the beginning of this podcast retreat, because it's on Disney Plus, we watched Elio last night. We did a baby business
Oh,
meeting.
So
God.
And we
good.
watched Elio. We are not going to tell you the plot of Elio. We are going to tell you that it's about aliens and it's about a little boy and it's about family and it's about
finding
your belonging and it's about making friends
and
and aliens.
it's about hurting 4 adults' feelings.
and
in
it's
an-
about taking your hand and putting it in somebody else's chest and ripping out their heart and stepping on it.
And it's about me crying about Carl Sagan 2 days in a row.
And it's about Harrison crying.
Harrison
it's
crying on the floor.
specifically Harrison and I crying a lot more.
Everyone was crying. It's a very, very beautiful movie. I really enjoyed it.
It's about you going, whew.
It was really funny because literally the movie starts and Harrison was like, I thought this was a Disney movie. And I was like, what do you mean you thought this was a Disney movie? What? Like, spoiler alert, Elio's parents are dead because he's the main character in a fucking Disney movie. Like,
Yeah.
what?
And like,
Are you
How is that a
surprised?
spoiler?
and it was a watch Elio.
Like,
Also,
watch
You know,
Elio.
how you
Also-
cry at the beginning of Up?
just
Same shit in Elio.
Except for the whole movie.
Yeah.
same but different.
Like,
except
multiple times.
It just
You go,
hurts the
"Ugh."
whole time. There's some really good good dad bits that happen.
Good, like
There-
good,
I will
like
say-
single parent, like
I will say there are two there are two characters in this movie that are me at different stages in my life. One of them is Elio, and that is me as a child, and the other one is a character named Melmek, which is me now.
And it talks about
You'll
some
know who
really-
they are. Elio's the titular character. The other one, you'll see him when he shows up.
And you know what we talked about in SETI / the WoW signal is very applicable to the movie Elio.
I was screaming the whole time we were watching it because
Sarah's
I was like,
we're having a synchronicity,
I was like,
but
this
you're
is a
not part of it
I was
yet.
like, this is a crazy synchronicity for me because of everything that I I had just finished compiling my notes on that, like organizing them, getting them in the order that I wanted to talk about them in right before everyone showed up yesterday. And then I was like, great, my notes are done. I'm going to play Minecraft and forget about anything for the next 2 hours until everybody got here.
Yeah.
And then we put Elio on and I was like, what? Huh? What do you mean? And God, it's such a good fucking movie.
It's so
Everyone
good.
needs to watch it. It's required watching. You will, if you have a heart inside your body, you'll probably cry.
Or at least get teary.
You'll at least have some moments where you're like, because you may not be able to relate. You may not be able to relate to it. Although if you listen to this podcast, you should be able to relate to some of really any kid is going to be able to relate to Elio on some level. Elio, the character, because he's a kid who's trying to figure out where he fits, and like every kid's been there. Anyway, it's a fantastic film. I think everybody should watch it. I'm glad that we watched it. Thanks for making us watch it for your birthday.
Absolutely.
Happy birthday a month late.
That was incredible. A good birthday present.
The
birthday present I really wanted was for that movie to be ultra successful at the box office.
Yeah,
and
it wasn't.
It wasn't.
But you know what? We're going to watch it 8,000 times, don't you worry.
I'm just going to leave it on Disney Plus at all times.
Like, it's just, I will be responsible for this movie.
It's so good.
Getting views on Disney Plus.
Mom, this episode's coming out on Thanksgiving, so we will have definitely already had this conversation, but I'm going to say it now. Mom was a little bit bummed to have to miss the watch party to go. My mom is visiting her sister. And she was a little bummed to miss the watch party because she really wanted to watch it with us. And I was like, don't worry, me and you will watch it. And actually, genuinely, we will have watched it by now. Don't worry, we'll watch it. It's fantastic.
I will come over to watch it with y'all.
Everyone come back. We'll do another watch party for Linda.
Do it again.
Yeah.
More popcorn, more candy.
More popcorn, more candy.
More soda.
More soda. We definitely like had a movie theater experience on my couch.
We really did. It was great.
Yeah.
And it was great. We screamed the whole time, too.
Yeah. Just like we do in the movie theater.
So, anyway.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you, too. Happy birthday.
I think that's all you need to know about our current birthday adventures.
Yeah.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy
Thanksgiving.
We are so thankful for you listeners. We're amazed to be at our second Thanksgiving with you.
Right?
Like, this is our second Thanksgiving. We've been doing this for over a year now. Thank you for your support. The fact that we've been putting content out into the ether for this long and you're listening to it is amazing to us.
Yeah.
So thank you for you. As a Thanksgiving present to us, like, follow, rate, subscribe, comment,
send us an email.
Steal your friends' phones.
Join the Discord.
Join
our
the Discord.
Chat in the Discord with other listeners. Make new friends.
Make new friends.
Talk about weird shit.
Tell us.
Suggest topics.
Remember, comment your favorite Thanksgiving food,
what you're thankful
or what
for.
you're thankful for, or both. Leave
both.
2 comments.
And you know what? Yeah, I was
Porque
going to
no
say
los
both.
dos.
Do it in 2 different comments.
Yeah. Pick a different episode to say what you're
Go
thankful
comment
for.
on something random, what you're thankful for. Comment on this one, what your favorite food is.
Yep.
Favorite Thanksgiving food.
All right, weirdos. We'll see you next week.
See you next week. Thanks for listening.
This podcast is for weirdos.
Are you a weirdo?
Thursdays are for the phenomena.